Hey Julie, I'm here giving you that video that I promised you from yesterday. This is Harley. She's going to be our crash test dummy today to see if we can get this done in a nice, safe way to show you how to have your horse sidestep over toward the mounting block so that you don't have to move it. So this is Harley. She is 3 years old, just started under saddle, and doesn't know a whole lot, doesn't have a whole lot of buttons, but she does know this, and this is something that I teach all of my horses to do from the very first time that we sit on them for the very first time. So, so I'll give you a demonstration of what that looks like. So I try very hard not to ever move the mounting block. I try not to have that kind of accommodation in my mind for the horses. I always feel like from the very start of their training that the mounting block is a stationary thing because it might be a stump in the woods if we have to get off on a trail ride. And obviously a stump is not something that we can move around, or in your case, your mounting block is a permanent mounting block and not light enough for it to be moved around, so that makes it where the horse needs to move to the mounting block. So if I come and step to the mounting block and I pick up my reins and I cluck, I need my horse to step over to the mounting block. Now she stepped back a little bit, so if I put my hands a little forward and cluck, then she moves forward. If she moves her hip too much into me, then I can use a little bit of my pressure from my knee to press on her side to get her to move away. Or if she is too far away, like this, whoop, honey, then if I have a stick, I can use my stick and put it on her hip like this, and she moves over. Or, back up. If she's too far away, I can bring this rein against her neck and cluck and have her kind of leg yield into me. So basically what this is just taking the leg yield in dressage and turning it into a functional thing that they can do for us to be able to get on. So it's no different than leg yield. If I'm riding and I need my horse to leg yield from the left side to the right, I'm applying aids on the left side, good girl. And if I need to leg yield from the right to the left, I'm applying aids from the right to the left. Now in that case, she backed up, so I'm just going to cluck until she goes forward, and she just knows that because I've reinforced that. So when I get on, I want my horse in a safe spot, which means they have to be quiet and they have to be in a place mentally where they're ready for me to get on. The most dangerous thing we can do is try to get on the horse when the horse is either antsy about us getting on, or the horse is unbalanced, or the horse is not willing to stand still and is ready to get on with their work or something like that. So I wouldn't get on this horse until she's sort of standing like this. So when she's standing like that, I'm not relying on my reins to keep her still. I'm relying on my training and the reinforcement that I've done that I don't get on you until you are still. And so if you keep that up with keepsake, I think you'll be more successful than trying to keep him still by the reins. Just keep reinforcing standing still until he settles and is ready. So when they're settled and they're ready, then I can just sit there, and the horse automatically knows that we just sit here until such time that I close my leg, and then I ask my horse to go. So I finished my workout, and after you said to me that you always use the mounting block to get off because of your hip, all we do is we use leg yield to leg yield our horse over to a spot, good girl, that we can get off. So if I can control the front end of the horse, or I can control the back end of the horse, then I can control the middle of the horse, and I can leg yield. And so I can maneuver my horse anywhere to any spot where I want to get on, or actually in this case, get off. So and then she's ready. So I'll do that again without the commentary, and you'll be able to kind of just watch and see what I'm doing. And I'll purposely start her fairly far away from the mounting block so that we make it as hard for her as possible so that you can really clearly see the aids that I'm using. And she's very keen, and you can see that this becomes a habit. Already I'm not even asking her. Forward. Good. So I just want her to move her butt and then move over. Good girl. Good girl. And then I can get on. And again, she stays still. She needs to be very quiet and very keen on standing still and listening for directions, and move only when I close my leg. Good girl. So here I'm going to stop, and all I'm doing to get to my mounting block to get off is I'm leg yielding left until I get to it. Okay, honey. She's very spooky. Until I get to a place where I can stand on the mounting block and I can get off. So it's never perfect. There's always little tiny mistakes that they do, but the concept has to be that they follow your directions. They're all wound up in the hair. So give that a try, and hopefully you'll be able to maintain that, and that will make keepsake much easier for you to get on and off.